Today we can go about creating and flying a linear mission with the Freefly Astro. I'm doing this after flying a survey mission that you can see completed off to the side, so we will have to clear the mission prior to doing anything else. But let's start by going to the top left, clicking that arrow and going to the plan section of the app. As you can see here, by selecting the pattern option and then corridor scan, it immediately places a corridor down, but it keeps the old flight plan, making it a sort of extension onto it. We don't want that, so we'll go ahead and clear the entire flight plan at the top. After we have that done, we can then place the line where we want it. One thing I noticed when placing these lines on the software is that you should always move your view on the map with 2 fingers, as using just one will place another segment that you'll need to delete most likely. Now I have my settings pre-made here, as I already have conducted a linear survey prior to this video, so you'll most likely need to edit some of these settings on the right before you get a line like what you see on the left. To start, the speed should be shooting for that photo interval again of at least 2.0 minimum, while I usually try to shoot for a 2.1 second interval just for that little bit of a buffer. Having that buffer can be more important on high wind days where you can't change the direction of your flight path, as the wind will either push or pull your drone to a faster speed or a slower speed than what you wanted. This will then give you overlap, or it won't give you full coverage, and that's not really what we want with these flights. After your speed is set, go ahead and reduce your front and side overlap to 0, your altitude to 60 feet, and your corridor set to 76 feet. The corridor will change depending on your lens that you are using. For this flight, I'm using a 24mm lens, so 76 feet is my photo footprint over the ground, so I want at least 76 feet between my transects. It is recommended to go in and calculate your GSD with each lens that you use, so you get an idea of what your photo footprint would be like for these flights. Once you finish setting these up and finding your own photo footprint, if you're using a different lens, your linear flight should look something like what I have on screen now. One single line with no turnaround anywhere in the flight apart from it turning around to come back to where it took off in the first place. You can then save the mission and name it if you wish. Then after, you can upload and we can go back to the fly portion of the app and start the mission by clicking the play button and then holding that bottom center button to confirm. The biggest thing to watch out for with linear surveys is that you are remaining within visual line of sight, as you can place these fairly far away without realizing how far it actually is. And that is how you create and fly survey missions with the Freefly Astro and Sony LR1 camera.